My child, do not ignore this. Archangel Michael stands at your very door with a message that will shake the ground beneath your feet. This is not for everyone, it is only for you. Heaven chose this moment because your heart is open, your spirit is listening, and you are finally ready to receive what has been hidden for far too long. Listen closely. A loved one from heaven is reaching through the veil with a gentle urgency. Not to frighten you, but to guide you, to protect you, to comfort you at a time when your soul has been searching for clarity. Their voice comes with peace, not pressure, with reassurance, not fear. Archangel Michael says, if you stay present in this moment, you will understand something that will change the direction of your life in the most beautiful way. My beloved, God whispers, this message did not appear randomly. Your eyes did not land here by accident. The very fact that you are reading these words is proof that something divine is unfolding around you. Even now, angels stand near, ensuring nothing distracts you from what heaven is trying to place in your spirit. There is a blessing in this message, but also a truth you have been ready to hear. And it comes lovingly from someone who cherished you deeply while they lived. Their soul never stopped caring, their presence never faded, and today heaven grants them a moment to speak what your heart has longed to hear. They whisper, I'm here, I've been here, I never left your side. Their love surrounds you like a warm wind, a presence your spirit recognizes instantly. They have watched over you through every shift, every choice, every tear. And now they come with a message meant to lift you, steady you, and prepare you for what is ahead. Archangel Michael leans in with calm authority and says, you are approaching a turning point. Not a crisis, an awakening. What you choose in the coming days will open new paths and close old ones. And heaven wants you prepared, supported, and strengthened. God says, you ask me if I still see you, if I still hear you. And I say yes, I see every step you've taken, I hear every whisper of your spirit. Your silent battles were never ignored, your quiet strength was never overlooked. Heaven has watched you carry burdens with grace even when no one understood how heavy they were. And now your season of carrying is shifting into a season of receiving. The one you lost sees this moment from the other side and says softly, you're stronger than you know. And what's coming is worth everything you endured. Michael says, there is someone around you whose intentions are unclear. Not harmful, but uncertain. Heaven wants you to walk with awareness, not anxiety. You have felt a strange tension with a certain person, a feeling you couldn't explain. That was intuition, not fear. You have been spiritually sensitive your whole life. And heaven is teaching you to trust that sensitivity. What you feel is real, what you sense is valid, and soon clarity will rise like sunlight after a long night. My beloved child, do you feel that shift in your spirit as you read? That is your soul recognizing truth. You are standing at the edge of a new season, one where the confusion that lingered for months will finally lift. God is opening your eyes not to frighten you but to guide you toward peace, alignment, and purpose. You will soon see why certain things had to fall away, why certain people drifted, why certain doors didn't open. Heaven was making room for what is better, safer, and more aligned with who you are becoming. The loved one who watches over you whispers again, I am proud of you. They see how far you've come, they see the strength you carried silently. They see the choices you made even when they broke your heart. And they want you to know their love didn't end when their life did, it transformed, it expanded, it became a shield around your path. They have been guiding you toward the very moment you are in now. Michael says, there is a shift coming. A moment that will confirm everything you've been feeling. It may arrive through a conversation, a message, a new opportunity, or a realization that drops gently into your heart. Whatever form it takes, you will know it instantly, your spirit will recognize it before your mind even understands it. This is how heaven speaks, quiet, clear, undeniable. God says, I am leading you into clarity, into healing, into alignment. There is something you have been worried about carrying alone, questioning in silence. Heaven is easing that burden now. Answers will come, direction will come, peace will come. You are stepping into a season where everything begins to make sense. Listen, my beloved, the next chapter of your life is not about loss, it is about renewal. It is about stepping into the version of yourself you were always meant to become. You will see support rising in unexpected places, you will feel a sense of calm you haven't felt in years. You will notice signs, gentle, repeated, unmistakable, telling you you're on the right path. The one who loves you from heaven says, I am guiding the right people toward you. The right opportunities, the right beginnings. You are not walking blind, you are walking guided. Michael adds, the upcoming days will reveal truth that brings peace, not fear. What was unclear will become clear, what was uncertain will be resolved, what was heavy will be lifted. This is not the ending of your story, this is the turning point. My child, heaven is aligning things for you that you don't even see yet. You are supported, you are protected, you are guided, and you are deeply, deeply loved. And because you are still here, the blessing that was meant for you is already moving in your direction. When the mask falls, don't be afraid of what you see. Michael says, this moment is meant to bring clarity, not chaos. Heaven is not exposing people to punish them, heaven is exposing truth to protect you. What is revealed in the coming days will not break you, it will free you from confusion that has weighed your spirit for too long. Your loved one in heaven leans close and whispers, you have ignored your instincts out of kindness, but now your intuition will speak louder and clearer than ever before. Trust that inner voice, it has never been your imagination, it has always been divine guidance. Feel this, a shift is already happening in the atmosphere around you. You may sense a warmth, a calm, or a strange clarity settling over you. That is confirmation, that is alignment, that is the peace that comes when heaven steps into your circumstances. God says, I am lifting the veil from your life, I am giving you the eyes to see what is real, and the strength to walk away from what drains you. Your heart has been asking for answers, and heaven is answering with direction, discernment, and deep inner peace. My child, you are stepping into a chapter you were meant to reach all along. The delays were never punishment, they were preparation. Every closed door pushed you toward the one door heaven designed specifically for you. The relationships that drifted away were not rejection, they were divine redirection. And the moments you felt lost were actually moments where heaven was aligning everything quietly behind the scenes. You were never off track, you were being positioned. Michael says, your breakthrough is not approaching slowly, it is approaching suddenly. A wave of change is moving toward you, but not a wave of chaos, a wave of clarity, opportunity, and renewal. The next shift in your life will come quietly at first, like a whisper, and then all at once. You will look back and say, this is what heaven was preparing me for, everything makes sense now. Your loved one in heaven is smiling, because they already see this breakthrough forming in your timeline. Listen closely, your heart is smarter than your fear. You have doubted yourself because others doubted you first, you have questioned your path because the world taught you to shrink your light. But heaven is saying, not anymore. God is reigniting the fire inside you, the passion, the courage, the clarity, the confidence. All of it is being restored. You are stepping into a version of yourself that you haven't met yet, but heaven has always known, strong, intuitive, chosen, ready. Beloved, your spirit is remembering who you are. That's why you can't tolerate certain environments anymore, that's why certain conversations drain you, that's why certain people feel distant even when they stand close. You are outgrowing what once held you, you are rising into alignment. And when elevation happens, everything around you adjusts. Michael says, this is transformation, not loneliness. This is awakening, not abandonment. Now hear this truth, something beautiful is on its way to you. It may be a message, an opportunity, a reconnection, or a shift that feels like divine orchestration. You will know it because it will arrive with peace, not pressure. With clarity, not confusion. With alignment, not anxiety. Heaven never sends chaos, heaven sends confirmation. And the next confirmation will come sooner than you expect. Your loved one whispers again, soft but strong. You have nothing to fear, I walk with you in spirit, I guide you more now than I ever could in life. They are not warning you to scare you, they are guiding you to prepare you. Their presence is a shield around your soul, a light on your path, a quiet reassurance that you are not navigating this life alone. You have felt them in dreams, in memories, in random waves of emotion that made no sense. But heaven says, those moments were real. My child, heaven is shifting your story from survival to restoration. What once drained you will now release you, what once confused you will now clarify you, what once hurt you will now heal you. God says, you are stepping into recovery, into renewal, into abundance that flows from a place of peace. You will feel lighter in the coming days, you will breathe easier, you will recognize blessings you once forgot how to hope for. Michael says, your spirit is entering a season of divine support. People will appear who see your worth clearly, opportunities will arrive that match your gifts, conversations will unlock doors you thought were closed forever. And paths you once feared walking will now feel illuminated. This is what alignment looks like, nothing forced, everything guided. Beloved, you are rising into a new identity, one heaven wrote long before you were born. You are not stepping into a struggle, you are stepping into your assignment. You are not stepping into confusion, you are stepping into clarity. You are not stepping into fear, you are stepping into purpose. Your loved one is cheering from the other side, whispering, "I always knew you had this strength, now you will finally see it too." The next 48 hours will bring a sign tailored uniquely for you. It may come as repeating numbers, a name spoken unexpectedly, a dream that feels real, or a moment where your spirit feels suddenly awakened. Whatever it is, recognize it, honor it. That is heaven saying, the message was real, you were chosen to receive it. My child, do not shrink now. You did not come this far to doubt your intuition, you did not survive everything you survived to stop believing in your own light. You are stepping into a future overflowing with clarity, peace, guidance, and support. Heaven is not warning you, heaven is preparing you for something better than what you've lost. And because you are still here, your blessing is still coming. This message didn't find you, heaven sent it to you. And now the next chapter begins. Beloved, do not let bitterness take root. It will only block the blessing that is already forming in your atmosphere. Michael says, release the weight, release the resentment, release the pain you tried to carry alone. You were never meant to hold it, heaven has been preparing a softer path for you, a lighter future, a brighter timeline. This moment right now is the transition point. You can feel it, the shift, the loosening, the easing of the pressure on your chest. That is not your imagination, that is your breakthrough stretching its wings. My child, something new is being written over your life even now. God whispers, do not cling to what hurt you, I am leading you toward what will heal you. Your story is not ending where you thought it would, the chapter you feared was final, is only a bridge into a greater unfolding. Heaven is not closing doors to punish you, heaven is closing doors that no longer match your destiny. You are being held, redirected, guided gently into alignment. Trust what is leaving, trust what is shifting, trust what is arriving. Michael leans close and says, your heart is stronger than you think. You survived nights that would have shattered others, you kept moving when your spirit was exhausted, you held on even when the world misunderstood your pain. Heaven honors that strength now. The spiritual weight you've been feeling is not heaviness, it's transformation. You are stepping out of the version of yourself shaped by fear, and stepping into the version shaped by purpose. Beloved, your life is not falling apart, it is falling into place. Every separation, every disappointment, every unexpected ending, has been clearing space. Heaven does not remove without intending to refill, something better, something stable, something aligned is walking toward you. Your spirit can feel it before your eyes can see it. That inner stirring, that quiet clarity, that is your confirmation. Do not doubt the signal your soul is giving you. Your loved one from heaven whispers again, choose peace over reaction. They see the situation clearly, they see the true motives of hearts around you. And they are urging you gently, respond with wisdom, not impulse. With clarity, not fear. With grace, not defensiveness. Heaven will handle what is unfair, heaven will correct what is untrue, heaven will lift what feels too heavy. You only need to stay aligned, and keep your spirit open. Michael says, something profound now. You are stepping into a season where the right people will find you effortlessly. You no longer need to chase, you no longer need to beg for loyalty, you no longer need to explain your worth to those who refuse to see it. God is sending connections that honor you, lift you, support you, and match your frequency. The loneliness you felt was not emptiness, it was preparation for better alignment. Hear this clearly, your name is being mentioned in rooms that will bless you. You may feel hidden, but heaven has not hidden you to punish you, heaven has hidden you to protect you until the time is ripe. Now the time is ripening, you are entering a period where the unseen support around you becomes visible. Opportunities will arise that make you say only God could have arranged this, conversations will open doors that once felt locked. Beloved child, the blessing ahead of you requires a healed heart, not a guarded one. This is why heaven is softening you, this is why forgiveness is rising in you. Not to excuse what hurt you but to release what has no place in your future, God whispers your miracle needs space. Your destiny needs room, make space in your heart for joy again. Healing is not losing the battle, healing is winning the war, your loved one in heaven smiles now. You can almost feel their warmth, they say I am proud of you for surviving what you never told anyone about. I am proud of you for keeping your heart open in a world that tried to close it, their presence brings reassurance not fear. Comfort not sadness, guidance not confusion. They are not warning you of darkness, they are guiding you toward light. Michael declares, you are stepping out of survival mode and into purpose mode. That shift you feel, that sudden clarity. That renewed hope is your spiritual energy realigning, what once drained you will fade away. What once confused you will become clear, what once felt heavy will feel light again. You are entering a season of divine ease, not because life becomes perfect but because heaven is carrying what once weighed you down. God says, the blessing is closer than you think, so stay steady. Not anxious, not rushed. Not afraid, just steady. Open, receptive. Ready, your next chapter will not require force. It will require faith, it will unfold naturally, beautifully, effortlessly because it is heaven ordained. You are walking into promises that were written long before your pain existed. My child, listen to this last truth. You are not behind, you did not miss your moment. You did not lose what was meant for you, what is yours is not fragile. What is yours is not delayed, what is yours is not slipping away. Heaven is aligning it perfectly, and when it arrives it will feel like everything you walked through finally makes sense. Because your story is not about loss, it is about rising. And this moment is the rise, beloved, the voices that said you are finished will have to witness your rising. For heaven has already written the next chapter of your story in light. Michael steps forward and says, tell them this. The ending they feared is not the ending heaven wrote, the page is turning. And what comes next carries a glory that will outshine every hardship they survived. My child, do you feel that soft trembling in your chest? That is not uncertainty, that is your spirit waking up. That is your soul remembering who you are, remembering what heaven placed inside you before the world ever tried to break you. Your loved one leans close and whispers, I always knew you would rise. I always knew your heart was stronger than the wounds it carried. I always knew the day would come when you would finally see what I saw in you all along. Let those words settle, let them heal the parts of you no one else understood. Heaven is not just comforting you, heaven is activating you. This is alignment, this is awakening. Beloved, hear this clearly, the season you are stepping into will not look like the season you just survived. The heaviness will not follow you, the confusion will not cloud you. The loneliness will not haunt you. Michael declares they are entering a chapter where clarity replaces chaos. Where peace replaces fear, where direction replaces doubt. You have been searching for signs, feeling like your prayers were hitting the ceiling. Waiting for something, anything that felt like movement, and now heaven whispers. This is the movement, this is the confirmation. This is the shift you prayed for, my child, God says. I am about to place you where your spirit can breathe again. You are walking into a space where your gifts will be appreciated, not drained. Where your heart will be valued, not taken for granted, where your presence will be celebrated, not tolerated. This is the restoration you didn't even know how to ask for, this is the promise blooming after a long winter. Michael leans closer and says, tell them their discernment is awakening. The person they suspected, the one whose energy felt off, will reveal themselves without you lifting a finger, not through conflict. Not through chaos, but through clarity. This is not punishment for them, this is protection for you. Heaven is simply making visible what your spirit already sensed, and once you see clearly you will no longer question yourself. You will no longer doubt your intuition, you will no longer apologize for the wisdom you carry. Beloved, something sacred is happening within you right now, the weight that sat on your chest for months is loosening. The pressure that made you question your worth is lifting, the confusion that tangled your mind is unraveling. This is not imagination, this is spiritual recalibration. Michael says tell them their soul is stepping back into alignment, tell them their balance is returning. Tell them their strength is rebuilding from the inside out, your loved one from heaven whispers again. And this time their voice feels warmer, clearer. Almost close enough to touch. I am proud of you, they say. I see the battles you fought that no one else noticed, I saw you choose kindness when you were hurting. I saw you hold your heart together with nothing but faith, and now the reward is coming. Now the new chapter begins, my child, allow those words to heal you. Allow them to settle into the places you've kept guarded. Allow them to remind you that you were never walking alone. Beloved, the next doors opening for you are guided by heaven itself. These opportunities will not require you to chase, beg, force, or prove yourself. These opportunities will be drawn to your spirit, attracted to your light, aligned with your purpose. God says, I am sending what matches your soul, not what drains it. I am sending what grows you, not what breaks you. This is why certain people faded, this is why certain paths closed. Not because you were unworthy, but because you were chosen for more. Michael says, tell them elevation requires separation. You cannot rise and remain in the same rooms that once held you small, you cannot bloom while suffocating in soil that no longer nourishes your roots. This is growth, this is expansion. This is divine alignment in motion. Do not resist what heaven is rearranging. Embrace it, lean into it. Trust it, beloved. There is a message heaven needs you to hear. Your story is not behind, your story is right on time. Every delay protected you, every closed door redirected you. Every disappointment reshaped you. You are not late. You are prepared, you are not overlooked. You are positioned, and now your spirit is ready for what your heart has been praying for. Your loved one from heaven continues. The peace you have been searching for is coming, the clarity you begged for is coming, the love you deserve is coming. I see it from where I stand and it is beautiful. They are not warning you now, they are celebrating you, they are cheering for you, they are guiding you toward a version of life that honors your healing. Beloved, listen closely now, for this part is holy. Michael says, the next 14 days will carry signs of divine alignment. Your dreams will sharpen, your intuition will heighten, your path will illuminate. Pay attention, the universe is speaking your name. And God whispers, do not shrink, do not dim your light, do not doubt your worth. You were made for this moment, you were chosen for this calling, you were prepared for this breakthrough. My child, breathe, feel the peace settling into your spirit, feel the warmth rising in your chest. That is your confirmation, that is heaven leaning close, that is your soul saying yes. Good, you are still here, and because you stayed, the blessing is already on its way. My beloved, walk forward now with steady breath. What comes next is sacred. Archangel Michael steps closer, his presence strong yet comforting, and says, tell them this part cannot be missed. The air around you shifts because the message deepens here. Your loved one, the one whose memory still touches you in quiet hours, is urging your spirit to stay awake. Not out of fear, but out of protection, out of love, out of the vision they saw for your future long before you ever imagined it. Beloved, listen, you've carried doubts heavy as stone on your chest, you've wondered if your path was blocked, or if life was simply punishing you. But heaven reveals something different, you were being repositioned. When you felt abandoned, you were being guided, when you felt delayed, you were being aligned. Your loved one's symbolic presence, in your dreams, in your memories, in those sudden emotional waves. Those are reminders of strength, reminders of resilience, reminders that you are not walking alone through your hardest nights. Michael speaks again, his voice steady like thunder softened by grace. Tell them their intuition has been correct, tell them the inner warnings they felt were real, signals of wisdom, not fear. The uneasiness you sensed around certain people wasn't your imagination, it was insight. The hesitation you felt in your chest wasn't confusion, it was protection. Heaven allows understanding in whispers, long before it arrives in clarity. And now, beloved, clarity arrives. A shift is happening, the ground under your life is not cracking, it's opening. Making space for new foundations, you've outgrown old rooms, old circles, old versions of yourself. Your loved one sees this symbolic transformation from a place of peace, and their message flows gently into your spirit. Do not return to what drained you, do not reopen doors that once silenced your light. Michael continues. Tell them they are stepping into a new spiritual season, one where the heaviness they carried will lighten, one where their strength will stretch beyond every previous limit. This is not a warning of danger, it is a confirmation of readiness. You have matured through storms that would have broken others, you have held on to hope when hope had no proof. And heaven honors that. Beloved, do you feel that soft rising in your spirit? That's courage awakening again, that's confidence returning, that's your heart remembering its own power. The world may not have seen the battles you fought in silence, but heaven did. And your loved one whispers through the veil of memory, keep going, you were built for more than survival, you were built for purpose. Pause now, breathe deeply. This moment is not accidental, you were meant to reach this part, you were meant to receive this exact reassurance. Archangel Michael stands guard around your next steps, not to warn of danger, but to prepare you for blessings that require you to be fully awake, fully present, fully aligned with your higher path. Heaven shows me this clearly, something in your life is shifting for the better. A connection strengthened, an opportunity realigned, a path illuminated that once felt blocked. You may not see every detail yet, but your soul senses the movement. That gentle warmth, that sudden calm, that is confirmation. Your loved one standing in symbolic spiritual light offers this message with tenderness: do not be afraid of change, change is how destiny speaks. They want you to know that the love they had for you has transformed into guidance, into hope, into quiet reminders that echo inside your intuition. You are surrounded by support, both seen and unseen. Beloved, hear me, you are stepping into a season where truth will become clear. Not harshly, not painfully, but gently, like dawn easing over the horizon. You will understand why certain people faded, why certain prayers seemed unanswered, why certain chapters had to end. Nothing was wasted, everything was preparing you. Michael's voice rises again, not in alarm but in authority. Tell them the future is brighter than the fear they carry, you are moving into alignment with opportunities that once felt unreachable. Old burdens are releasing, old wounds are healing, your resilience is becoming your breakthrough. And beloved, your loved one smiles with quiet pride. They see growth in you that you cannot see yet, they see strength blooming where pain once lived. And they want you to walk forward with the confidence that your life is protected, your steps are guided, and your heart is supported by realms you cannot see, but can always feel. God whispers softly into your spirit, you are not behind, you are not forgotten, you are right on time. The blessing that is forming for you is not fragile, it is not slipping away, it is steady, secure, and drawing nearer with every choice you make in alignment with your truth. Beloved, do not hesitate now, do not shrink back. This moment is one of awakening, you are crossing a symbolic threshold, into a chapter marked by renewal, clarity, and deep inner peace. Walk forward gently, but boldly. Heaven is with you, your intuition is guiding you, and your loved one's memory is lighting your path with love, not fear. You are safe, you are guided, you are rising. Beloved, lean in now, because the next part is unfolding even as you read. The atmosphere around you is shifting, the weight in your chest is not fear, but awakening. Archangel Michael steps forward again and says, tell them this moment marks the turning, tell them the heaviness they felt was the end of a season, not the end of their story. Heaven is closer than it has ever been, and your spirit knows it. That's why your heart is beating stronger, that's why your breath feels deeper. Something is breaking off you, quietly, gently, beautifully. God whispers, "My child, you have not missed your destiny. You have not fallen behind, every step you took, even the ones you regretted, I used for your good. Nothing was wasted, not one tear, not one night of confusion, not one moment of doubt." Your loved one wrapped in divine peace leans close and says, "I'm proud of you. More than you know, you have walked through shadows I never faced, and yet you rise. Keep going, you are stronger than your fears." Beloved, feel this truth settle in your bones. You are not standing at the edge of collapse, you are standing at the edge of transformation. The pressure you felt was not destruction, it was transition. The inner shaking was not danger, it was alignment. Michael says, "Tell them their spirit is expanding, their capacity is growing, their blessing requires a larger vessel, and heaven has been preparing them for it." Now hear this carefully, God whispers. I am about to open a door that no one else could open for you, and when it opens, it will make sense why all the smaller doors stayed closed. You didn't lose, you were preserved. You weren't rejected, you were redirected. Your loved one's presence becomes warmer, softer, like a memory returning with meaning. They say, "Do not fear the unknown. The unknown is where miracles are born, trust what you feel inside, your intuition is being sharpened by heaven." And you know it's true, lately you've been sensing things before they happen, you've been feeling shifts in people's intentions, you've been seeing through situations that once confused you. This clarity is a gift, not a burden. Michael adds, "A blessing is forming around you, quiet and steady like dawn. Do not rush it, do not force it, just stay aligned. Your spirit is learning patience, not as waiting, but as preparation. Every moment is moving you somewhere holy." Beloved, listen again, God whispers. You will see a sign, it will not be small, it will not be vague, it will reach you in perfect timing, not early, not late, exactly when your soul needs confirmation. It may come through a dream that feels too real, a conversation that touches your spirit, a message that echoes your thoughts, or a moment where you just know. When it happens, pause, breathe, receive it. Your loved one smiles with deep tenderness and says, "You're entering the season I always wanted you to reach. A season of clarity, a season of healing, a season of joy that doesn't tremble." They want you to know that peace is not something you chase, it's something you are now stepping into. Beloved child, if this message resonates in your bones, don't disconnect. Stay connected so you never miss the guidance that shifts your steps and strengthens your spirit. Each message lifts you higher, each revelation brings you closer to the life heaven has been preparing. You are stepping into light now, into purpose, into alignment. And heaven is walking with you,